Sir, the most you ever lost. Now go and tell us.
Crafting a genuinely suspenseful scene is notoriously hard to do, and even harder is creating one in a film that's not a thriller.
You can't see him right now.
Why can't I see him right now?
But this was executed to perfection with the drug deal scene in the 1997 breakout film Boogie Nights, and despite its numerous iconic tracking shots,
I have a look, okay? The look I have is just fine.
What's your look?
Chocolate love.
this is the scene that truly makes it a masterpiece. Because in a film with moments like this,
People tell me I look like Han Solo. Really?
Paul Thomas Anderson managed to create one of the most suspenseful scenes in film history.
Okay. So, got some?
And he accomplished this by combining three distinct elements that each build tension in their own specific way.
My friends.
But before we get to that, we need to introduce the players.
We're gonna walk over there. We are gonna boom.
On one side, we have Reed Rothschild, Todd Parker, and Dirk Diggler, who's gone from one of the biggest stars in the adult film industry to a man so desperate for money that he and his friends are planning to sell fake cocaine to a drug dealer.
All right, this could be the thing. Something to help us score a little extra cash.
Each one of them feels dangerous, not because they're a physical threat, but because we don't know if they might say or do something to completely change the situation.
Don't be crazy, okay? Sir, you don't know anything about this, okay?
And on the other side is a bodyguard, Cosmo,
It's Chinese.
and the aforementioned drug dealer Rahad Jackson, whose unhinged persona casually switches from a respectful host to an unstable man playing Russian roulette.
Why, you think I can't do it?
No.
Wait. No.
He's only on screen for 8 minutes, but thanks in large part to Alfred Molina's incredible performance, he became the most memorable character in the film.
So what's the character? And he said he's a coked up drug dealer on a shotgun rampage. Now who's going to say no to that?
Come on, you puppy!
But long before we even get to this point, the tension has already told us that this is the inevitable outcome from the moment the camera enters the room.
Yeah, right, yeah. Come on in.
These are my friends here.
The scene begins with a holding shot on the door, letting us know that they're about to be trapped, before slowly tracking into the room from their perspective, framing the most important character in the scene and trapping us in the room with them.
So, got some? Huh? We got something here?
In fact, every time it shows the three friends, they're crammed together on a couch, with barely any breathing room in the frame. And as the scene goes on, it slowly pushes in, suffocating them even more.
Your fucking faces, man.
And even when it moves from this shot, it keeps the threat in the background, giving them no relief from the tension.
Black guy has a gun in his jacket. Todd.
It also informs the power dynamic, as Rahad is almost always filmed from a low angle or shot standing over them.
Ricky Springfield, the buddy of mine!
He's also the only one who moves in the scene, and since they only filmed with a script, his movements naturally dictate the motion of the camera. But despite everything the camera is doing, it isn't the main source of tension in the scene, because every now and then, something unpredictable happens.
P.T. Anderson wanted that scene to be full of nervous tension. And the way he created it was that he had the young actor who was playing like my kid letting off these firecrackers, and they were full bore, they were very loud.
You dare me? No, we don't dare you.
Every time Cosmo
It's Chinese.
lights another firework, the entire scene resets, as for a split second, we think the violence has finally begun.
Now that is some quality If you want it.
Oh, don't worry about it.
But every one of them is a false alarm, essentially a way to trick the audience into believing it's finally reached a breaking point.
No, we don't dare you.
And the reason they were so effective isn't because they were done in time with the music or on certain beats, but because they were done completely at random.
Just light them whenever you want. Don't worry about sound or continuity, just do it whenever you want.
And this meant that Dirk, Reed, and Todd didn't have to act, they just had to react naturally.
Every time they jumped in that scene, those wonderful moments when they're literally jumping out of their chair, out of the sofa, that was absolutely for real. They just didn't know when it was coming.
But the real genius of the scene is Rahad's reaction, or lack thereof, because Anderson wanted him to stand in stark contrast to the rest of the characters, and so in order to do that, he needed to act oblivious.
I had earplugs, so all I heard was a kind of very dull, sort of muffled...
I didn't have to react to it. It didn't make me react, which created this weird atmosphere in the scene. You know, these loud noises, and I'm just kind of like floating through it on this kind of sea of like cocaine and drugs and alcohol.
It makes him feel even more unpredictable, because while the firecrackers never let the audience settle, the whole scene feels completely normal through his eyes.
Bands put them in some fucking order, like they want you to listen to it in that order. You know, I hate that.
But the thing is, the firecrackers aren't dictating the rhythm of the scene, they're disrupting it. Each explosion stands in juxtaposition to the element that's truly defining the pacing, the music.
3 Gläser.
Some of cinema's most tense moments use very little or no music.
Why are you flanking me? What are you talking about?
It allows them to feel raw and realistic, forcing the audience to hyper-focus on the potential danger as the tension builds.
Hey, Pig, you ever had your shit pushed in? Your shit pushed in.
But in Boogie Nights, Anderson wanted the music to be the driving force of the film, so he shot the entire scene as though it was a music video, using a song like Sister Christian, which builds to a crescendo, to naturally feel like it's counting down to something.
Well, a lot of the structure and stuff and shot selection and kind of rhythm of this has to come from the music. You want to know how to do this scene? Listen to this music. Knowing the music makes all the difference. And because that's how I'm going to be planning shots.
And this rhythm continues through the entire scene, influencing the dialogue and Rahad's movements until suddenly, the entire scene comes to a halt.
When to listen to it or anything.
Not because of any dialogue or sudden action, but because the music stopped. It's the only moment where Anderson lets the rhythm die, because rather than just have the music be part of the scene, the whole thing was built around it.
Fuck.
In fact, if you remove all the music from the scene, you can immediately feel its impact as it suddenly loses all its momentum.
It's true.
But the songs weren't merely selected because of their tempo or their rhythm, they also directly reference Dirk's journey up to that point.
Eddie Adams from Torrance. I knew you'd make it.
Sister Christian is about growing up too fast, which happens when he leaves home at a young age to enter the spotlight.
Is that a facha?
That is a facha.
Ooh.
And when the camera holds on him as he questions his choices, the song Jesse's Girl is playing, indicating the trivial things someone his age should be worried about instead of risking their life for drug money.
I'm gonna tell him I got a half a key of quality stuff.
You have his phone number?
And finally, after everything comes to a head, the song 99 Red Balloons plays, hinting at how his singular decision to leave Jack behind led him to this moment.
Jack, could you please help me?
On their own, none of these elements are particularly groundbreaking, and most have been previously used in other films. But the way Paul Thomas Anderson layers them together is what truly makes this scene unforgettable.
Hey, you want to see something really fascinating?
The camera traps us inside the room, the firecrackers constantly reset the tension, and the music dictates the rhythm of every shot. Each element is building up to the same conclusion, that everything is about to go horribly wrong. We just don't know when it'll happen.
I told you I got a plan. I got a very good plan.
Are you kidding me, Kitty?
I'm Luke.
I don't allow him to block his own sex.
Thanks for watching.
That's a white pea. Your problem.